scope, the science show that goes where no other science show goes. And in this particular episode, we're going in a very food-type direction. And in order to get to our first destination, we'll need to ride on the back of a very interesting creature indeed. I don't want to say too much, but perhaps I can give you a hint. Lumpy milk. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Oh, sorry, humps and milk. Ooh. That's still not very clear. Just roll the story.
When you think of milk, you probably think of cow's milk or goats, maybe even sheep or soy.
But today you're going to think camel. Hi, I'm Yasmin and I'm a camel farmer at QCamel, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the camel milk we make and the amazing animals who produce it.
Milk is produced by female mammals in a process known as lactating to feed their young. Milk produced by cows has been consumed by humans for thousands of years. But in some parts of the world, like the Middle East, camel milk is a part of people's daily diets.
And believe it or not, milking a camel is really similar to milking a cow. We use this. It's a milking device with a suction system that latches onto the teats, and the milk flows through here where we collect it in milk containers. For each camel, we collect about 3 to 6 litres a day.
At the moment, we have 14 camels who are lactating because they've given birth to calves recently. While they are milked, their calves stay with them, keeping mum calm and happy. This helps her to produce oxytocin, a feel-good hormone.
Once we've milked the camels, we store the milk in vats in a cool room before it is taken to a factory to be pasteurised, which means it is heated to remove harmful bacteria and then bottled, ready to drink. But why camel milk?
Camel milk has 10 times the amount of iron than cow's milk and 3 times more vitamin C. It is also lower in lactose. And there is even research being done to see if it can help manage some gut issues, as well as things like autism and diabetes.
But to get the best quality milk, we need to make sure we're feeding them the right stuff.
These camels get to munch on organically grown hay that has a good amount of protein and nutrients. This has a flow-on effect to the quality of the milk. We can also tell how healthy the camel is by the quality and quantity of their milk.
We also want to make sure these interesting animals are happy.
Camels are herd animals, meaning it's very important to their health and well-being to keep these family units together. They are also free-range and have 3,000 acres to play in.
And we're even able to train them.
Training them makes milking them a lot easier. They know through our verbal cues where we want them and what we need them to do.
And the end product? Well, a lot of people don't think it tastes any different to regular milk, maybe a little bit more salty. But it still leaves a great milk moustache.
Not only are camels capable of producing milk that some people like to drink, I also happen to think they're very fascinating animals in their own right. And that's mainly due to the adaptations they've evolved due to being desert dwellers. One of these is the most distinctive of camel traits, the hump. There are only 2 camel species, the 2-humped Bactrian camel from Central Asia and the much more populous dromedary camel, which has 1 hump. It's found in the Middle East, Africa and Australia, which actually has the biggest population of feral camels in the world. I know it's a bit strange that we've got so many camels here in Australia, but you see they were introduced quite a long time ago as a means of transport, and they've just thrived in the arid outback. But anyway, getting back to why they survive so well in the dry. That hump is not full of water, but rather fatty tissue. This means the rest of their bodies are not insulated by fat, allowing them to keep much cooler in the heat. It also means they can survive when food is scarce by metabolising the fat. As for water, their bodies are very good at making the most of it. Their nostrils trap water vapour from being breathed out. They don't sweat much, and when they do drink water, they can drink a lot. And the numbers I found in my research varied a little bit, but camels can drink between 1/4 and 1/3 of their own body weight in water if they really need to. Now, to put that in perspective, that would be like me drinking all 3 of these buckets full of water. Something that would be fatal to most mammals, but camels can do it. And that's not all. There's their thick and wide foot pads, which are great on hot sand. They have different red blood cells and different immune systems to other mammals, and their long eyelashes and ear hairs are great at keeping out the sand. Okay, yes, so I've just discovered that camels are amazing, but we really must move on. But to what?